Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm AndyRC and today I'm going to be doing a quick look at the BetaFPV 85X HD edition. Now it's going to be just a quick look because I've had an issue with it, so let's get straight on to the flight footage. Now there's so much I want to say about this guy, but I can't because I haven't spent enough time with it. So what we are looking at here is the raw HD footage that has come from the Cadex Turtle V2, and I'm slowly becoming a big fan of this HD system. I think the microphone is better than Runcam, and for some reason Runcam, without changing the version number, has changed the lens size to an M12 from an M8 without telling anybody, and I really think that is naughty. Now, what I did get from my short time with this guy is that it's definitely the smoothest flying out of all of these Cinewhoops. And it's breaking the mold in some ways as well, because it is the first to have 32-bit ESCs, and maybe that is its downfall. But I'm willing to give it another chance, and I hope that they send me another one, because I had a ESC failure. So it can run a 3 to 4S battery, and I'm running a 3S battery here, and I have to say it did feel a little bit sluggish on a 3S battery. And they say use a high C-rated 450 milliamp 4S battery. The problem is there aren't really many about. I think there's the Tattoo one, which is 75C, which I think equates to about 33 amps. Now this guy has got 16 amp ESCs with a 26 amp peak, but I had one of them fail. I'm also using my Omway goggles, and I forgot to set the DVR recording because I don't usually use those goggles, but I can use the 16:9 because it came set up as 16:9. But you'll have to take it from me that the video feed was squeaky clean, and I was really impressed with that. But any moment now we are going to see a ESC failure, and there it is. And weirdly, it sort of sorted itself out, but when I got to it, one of the motors wouldn't arm. So I unplugged the battery and took it back to the house to try and diagnose what the issue was, and as soon as I plugged the battery back in, I got a puff of smoke and that annoying burning smell that we are probably all well aware of at this point. So I unplugged the motor because it is on a JST connector, and I plugged it into one of the other ESCs, and that works. So I can conclude that it's the ESC that has failed. What I cannot conclude is that you should not buy this model because this is a single occurrence. So for example, the Tiny Leader HD, there have been many accounts of ESC failures. In fact, mine's still running, but my friend Darren, who I fly with, recently confirmed that his Tiny Leader HD ESC has failed. So there is clearly an issue there. So I hope that BetaFPV send me another version or another ESC so that I can try it out and prove that this isn't a problem. But until then, I really don't want to go further into it. But I have to say, while I was flying it, it was very enjoyable. It did still do some of those pitching movements that these models are known for doing. It was a flat, calm day, so there was no excuse for the wind. But for now, I will leave it there. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.